just like sound cannot exist without silence. Hi everyone, welcome back. So there's this myth or belief that if you get really good at meditating, that one day you can find yourself in a room full of people and be able to be totally at peace. Now, although it's a myth, there is a lot of truth within that. The reason being is they find the silence. Silence is found within every word and every action that you take. There's a lot of power within silence. Meditative practice isn't just about becoming aware of your thoughts, it's also a practice of being with silence. And the reason I say with silence is because you may not always be in silence. Although we strive to be in silence when we meditate, we may not have that ability or the surroundings that give us that ability to be in silence. There may be kids playing outside the door, there may be TVs going on in other rooms, or just maybe somebody guiding you through the meditation, or a white noise machine in the background because that's something that you like. So you're not totally in silence. But the meditative practice within itself is a practice of being with silence. See, every word that you speak, every sound comes from first being total silence. Sound cannot exist without first having that silence. Take, for example, a seed. You know that if you plant this seed in soil, dirt, whatever, that if you take good care of it, water it, a few weeks from now, a plant will start to grow. Now, although all you see is that plant, you know that seed exists. It exists in the ground, although you cannot see it. And you know that that plant could not have grown without that seed. Just like sound cannot exist without silence. And if that is the case, that means that silence can be found within all of our sounds. If silence can be found within all of our sounds, that means that we can align with that silence and be at peace. It takes a lot of meditative practice to get to a point where you feel that you are one with the silence. We are taught in meditation that we are taking the seat of the witness and we are witnessing our thoughts. We are just watching our thoughts. That's taking the seat of silence and being with the silence that is watching the thoughts. You're not the thoughts, you're not a part of the thoughts. You are just watching them. So you are being the silence before the thoughts, as the thoughts go on. So, when you find yourself in that room full of people, it's not a matter of tuning everybody out. It's a matter of tuning in to everyone's words. Not attaching, not even having to respond, but finding the silence that is hidden within everybody's words. That brings a sense of peace. That brings a sense of alignment for you to be able to be calm in a room full of people. If you want to take this into practice, I would say that the next time you find yourself going to a meeting or getting anxious about an event that's coming up that you know will involve a lot of different people, and maybe you have to play a hostess or host, or maybe you have to prepare a speech or a presentation for the meeting, the next time you find yourself getting anxious about other people, or maybe just attending the meeting and getting anxious about not being totally there and present within the meeting and finding yourself daydreaming, to be prepared, to be calm, to be one, is to be with that silence, to find yourself with that silence. So practice being with it during your meditative practice. That means that when things happen while you're meditating, before the event, when things happen while you're meditating, be with the silence that is happening within the sounds. Just like the plant. You see the plant, you hear the sound. It may be hard to believe that silence is there, but just like you know that that seed is in the ground and that plant will not exist without that seed, know that you can find that silence. Have faith that you can find that silence within the sounds. So practice that meditative practice before the event, so that when you go into the event, that you are prepared to be with that silence. You're prepared to be calm. You will be calm. Because you are not going to something that will be too engaging, that will be too overwhelming. You're going to something that will be peaceful. Because you are carrying that sense of peace. You always have that sense of peace. And then you are practicing being with that sense of peace during the event. Everything that you want, everything that you want to find, starts out in silence, carries on in silence. That's where your peace will be found. Thank you for watching. I hope this video has helped you as much as it has helped me. Know that I'm always giving you love, light, and happiness. Thank you.